What's up, peeps? Hopefully y'all had an amazing holiday, because I did. But back at it today with a very important question. Out of all the attachments in Modern Warfare 2, which ones are the best for recoil control? Should you use the muzzle? Should you use the underbarrel, ammunition? All those questions will be answered in today's video. Let's jump right into it. And as well, special shout out to my newest members who give me a huge extra support to the channel. And you can become one for as low as 99 cents a month. Link is in the description. All right, so let's jump into the testing. So all of these RPKs you're gonna see, the only attachment that they have in common is gonna be the sight, so we have a clearer picture, and as well the 30 round mag, because I don't want to be shooting 75 bullets for the test. And the only thing I'm gonna be changing between all of them is going to be the recoil attachment. So for the first, we're gonna be using the best suppressor for recoil control in the RPK, and again, I'm using the RPK as it is one of the most used weapons right now for long range. So for one, we got the Kostovia, and then for the other one, we're gonna be testing the Merc Foregrip, which is again one of the best also underbarrels. Then we're going to be testing the high velocity rounds. Then we're going to be testing the grip in the back, and then the stock. And again, testing to see which one is going to be the best for this. So for the first test is going to be the suppressor. So it's going to be the Kostovia suppressor. So let's go ahead and test this out. We're going to be rocking the 10-meter test in all of them. All right, let's move on with the next one. Now for the next one, so you guys can see there is no muzzle, but there will be a underbarrel for this one. Let's go ahead and do the testing right now. All right, let's move on to the next one. Now we're going to move on to the next one, which is going to be the high velocity ammunition. And if you guys didn't know, you can actually tune these to have recoil stabilization and recoil control. So again, we did tune in max for that, and we're going to go ahead and test it out now. All right, let's move on to the next one. Now for the next one, we are going to be using the rear grip. Again, there's only one that has for recoil control, and we obviously did tune it to the max for recoil control on this one. So let's go ahead and test out the rear grip. All right, let's move on to the last one. And now the last one, the one that we have here is the stock. Now, not all weapons do have stocks, but this one does have a stock that for recoil control. And there are also some weapons that do have the barrel, but again, this one didn't have any, so this is going to be the last one. The stock, sorry about that, for recoil control. And one of the things that I can notice on this one is that the aiming stability is a lot better on this one. Like, it is not moving nearly as much as the other ones. Something to keep in mind. Now let's take a closer look without my face cam so you guys can see the details on this one. Now I will be putting the images in the bottom of these so you guys can see what it is. So on the left hand side, remember, we had the suppressor, then we had the underbarrel, then we had the ammunition, then we had the rear grip and the stock. Now surprisingly, none of these really fix the sideways deviation. As you guys can see, they all still have that little turning thing to the left. It starts at the bottom, then kind of curves. None of them really kind of save that. As far as the vertical recoil control goes on this one, it does seem that the first four offer the best compared to the stock, obviously. But again, I did notice the stock to have significantly better aiming stability compared to the other ones. Now, if we'd have to pick one, right? I mean, like, if you only had one more chance, or you had like your top three, right? The best attachments to control the recoil, I would have to go with the first one, so a suppressor. Number two, I'd have to go with an underbarrel. Surprisingly, the ammunition didn't do as much as I thought. I really thought that the high velocity with the recoil stabilization, all that, would do a lot better. But as you guys can see, it has a lot of squiggly lines in the middle for the third one, so definitely not it. And I'm going to go with the fourth one as well, which is the rear grip on this one. So those would be my top three picks. Like if you wanted really the best recoil control. Again, if you only had two, then I would probably go with a suppressor and the rear grip by the looks of it. Because again, the suppressor obviously does give you a lot more benefits than all these other ones. So that's why I'd pick it. It gives you obviously suppression. It gives you recoil control. In a lot of the cases, it also gives you range and a bullet velocity. So that would be my number one pick. Number two would probably be the rear grip as well, because it is pretty similar to the recoil control. But again, it won't give you as much ADS slowdown as, for example, the underbarrel that would give you, right? Because the underbarrel will definitely hinder that a lot. And then my underbarrel would be definitely number three. Then number four would probably be the stock, actually, because it gives you pretty good recoil control, but it does give you amazing aiming stability. And the last one will have to be the bullets, the high velocity, because even if it has a little less vertical recoil compared to the stocks, it just has way too much squiggly lines in the middle there. So ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you guys thought about this test. Peace out, everybody, and I'll see you all in the next one.